Thirsty Thursday, everybody. I think a lot of people are excited about tonight's show because we're talking about rum, and I never knew how many of my friends were actually big rum drinkers, and people came out the woodwork. So we're very excited to talk about rum and what we find so darn yummy about rum. I'm Jen. I am Wine Antics. I am the craziness, the catastrophe, maybe some of the fun at least behind this channel. And tonight I am not drinking anything. It's a horrible travesty, but I think my co-host Stub from corkenvy.com might make up for my water intake for tonight.
I might be able to put a drink or two together during the show.
I figured. I have a few things coming up this weekend. One of them being a bachelorette party / bachelor party. So I'm getting in proper form right now by drinking water days ahead of time because I had some fun last weekend, and I have a picture of that ready for tonight because it involved rum. And then I have the party this weekend. So cheers to water.
Cheers to water.
Cheers to water. I know. So, Stub, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing all right. Getting through, trying to do my part as always. Enjoying a little bit. I don't know that it's quite late enough to call it an Indian summer yet because it's not even summer's not technically over till tomorrow. Is that right?
The 21st? No, it might be today.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But we're here. We're getting through it. I'm enjoying this beautiful weather. Any work I've been able to do outside on the patio this week, I've been doing. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, good. I'm glad. Do you have anything coming up in the rest of the month?
Man, there'll be another couple episodes of One Bourbon, One Charter, One Beer dropping starting next Thursday. So if you've missed any of those, check those out. Those are a lot of fun. We had a great guest coming up, and I'm going to tease that a little bit. Someone you might know from the TV and several TV shows, actually. And he was a great guest. So that episode will be up. His first episode will be up on Thursday. Past that, let's see, going to hang out this weekend at a big, large pig roast. That'll be fun. And other than that, just working and now enjoying that football season's in full swing.
Yes. I'm enjoying that as well. It gives me something more to do than sit at my computer on Saturday. I'm really enjoying college football being back on. I have one other thing that's going on for those of you who are going to the Wine Bloggers Conference. Thank you to all the people that are behind the scenes in the Wine Blogger Scholarship Fund. I am a finalist for the Ethnifax.
Yay.
Yeah, I know. That's at least of what I know. I don't know much else beyond that, but I'm pretty darn excited. And I'm looking forward to being out in Sonoma in November. So, yay! Nice. Excited about that.
It's going to be a fun time.
All right, Stub. So, I feel like I should say this at least.
Uh-oh.
We are talking about rum, and this is a heavier alcohol. And I would like to remind people to drink responsibly because rum will put you on your butt before you know it. And they're in some amazing drinks, some fruity drinks, some tropical drinks where you're consuming a lot of alcohol before you know it, and in possibly large quantities because it's just that island vibe, right? That's what rum screams to me because it mostly is produced for us Americans in the Caribbean islands, and that's where we drink it often. So I only encourage you guys to drink responsibly and be of the right legal drinking age. The show is for fun, for entertainment, and to share our experiences, but we want you to be responsible as well.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
It's like we've been doing this almost 2 years or something.
Yeah, responsibility is awesome.
You know all about it. So where do we go first, Stub? Do we go with our rum preferences, or do we go out to the to the audience? Because I put a post out on Facebook and it got some really great comments.
Okay, let me start with what I'm drinking here. So
Okay.
I have over here next to me on my left, right off camera, I have 6 rums, which I felt like was a pretty decent rum collection for a guy who drinks a lot of wine, a lot of craft beer, and a lot of bourbon usually. So what I'm drinking tonight, I'm starting off with, and we're going to start off with, I don't know, maybe like a rum starter drink, you would call this. This is called the Panty Ripper, maybe a little inappropriate, but it's simply coconut rum and pineapple juice with a little garnish of lime. I know it's kind of pina colada-y, but it's a nice little drink. You do that over ice. You can drink that by the pool, by the beach, in the bed, wherever. It's a nice, easy drinking drink. And as you said, Jen, this thing will go down very easily. But the advantage is the coconut rum is well lower in alcohol than your normal non-flavored rum. I think it's like at 20 or 21% or so. So you can drink a lot more of these in a quicker time. Plus, you're drinking the pineapple juice and helps prevent scurvy. So that's an advantage there.
Oh, okay. That's what we're advocating. Prevention of scurvy.
Indeed.
That goes along that whole pirate theme as well.
Are you saying you're pro scurvy?
I'm totally pro scurvy.
All come out anti scurvy, right?
I am totally pro scurvy. Let's just put that out there. A freaking disease that's been abolished, I feel like, at least for 100 years. I am so pro that disease. Awesome.
I'm pretty sure it still exists somewhere.
No,
come on. Scurvy? We're not talking about polio. I think scurvy probably exists. There's probably some wannabe lame pirate somewhere in the Caribbean that is walking around with scurvy.
I hope you're not that pirate, and I'm sorry if you are. I've been completely...
I'm not a pirate.
No, anybody out there who's listening.
Weren't we like International Talk Like a Pirate Day was what, 2 days ago? Yesterday? Tuesday or Wednesday, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was. So, mateys, thanks for joining us.
Thea actually wonders where is your coconut bra, since we are talking about a rum.
I don't need a coconut bra. These are strong and hold themselves up and are still perky.
And that is the final word on that. Yeah, Thea, you have been shut down.
Indeed.
All right. So I have come up with some of my favorite ways of rum.
Okay.
Ways to ingest rum, because it's not just a beverage you enjoy in a glass. It can be a beverage you can put in other things, right? Other things. One of my favorite ways is this beautiful top-down view. I don't always put lemons in my mojitos, but I definitely do lime. I definitely do mint. I love pure sugarcane.
Ooh.
Because I grew up in Florida, so sugarcane was more prevalent outside of the Everglades. Sugarcane is growing rampant, and just like bamboo, as much of a weed as that is. So I really like a sugarcane stalk in my mojito, just because you can get an intensive drink. It doesn't need to be over sweetened, but then you could just chew on that sugarcane stalk for a little bit of sweetness.
Nice. I like it. And I love the lemon actually in a mojito. I love the contrasting colors there.
Well, yes, the coloring is beautiful, of course.
And obviously it's only a slightly different flavor as well, especially with the mint and the sugar in the drink. It's a nice that's a nice touch. I mean, look how beautiful that looks.
I know. I actually like mojitos with ginger beer as well. I may turn it into a whole other drink. I'm not sure if it's very strict in that, but because ginger beer is non-alcoholic, but it's very dry. It's like ginger ale without the sugar in it. And I
like a Jamaican mule or something if you added ginger beer to that.
It might be. I don't know, but I just kind of put some stuff together, the stuff that I like to drink, put it together. Now, to make a mojito, you need a clear rum, right? So something like the 151 you have back there, would
you would never make a mojito with 151. So I'm going to admit something early in the show, kids. I do have 151 in my possession, being that I'm not in college anymore, I have this, I don't know, but it's in my arsenal. I had planned on doing a flaming Dr. Pepper to end the show, but alas, I had no amaretto. And so I'm not going to be doing that. But I have 151, which I will not be drinking tonight.
Please don't.
So 151 is about the highest proof rum that is made. Speaking of rum, we get technical about rum for a minute.
A little.
Your higher proof rums are going to be, like your uber high proof rums are going to be 150 to 160%. There's a brand with a P off the top of my head I can't remember, and I think it's like 158. So 151, drink that if you want to forget things, but don't drink it if you want to drink responsibly, unless you just put a little thin layer over top of a drink to light it to make it look cool. How about that?
I will second that.
I will say light your beverages responsibly.
Light your beverages responsibly. Please light that stuff up.
Stand behind
Don't
that.
drink it. Don't drink it, please. I remember many of college days of people drinking that, and It's not pretty it's equally not pretty going down as it is going other places. I'm just gonna go with that. just gonna be very diplomatic about that. All right. The other thing that I was thinking about when we were talking about how do you enjoy rum, and I've been very fortunate to have gone to a couple of Caribbean islands. I actually have this beautiful Appleton Estates Jamaican rum right here. This is a 12-year-old. Yes. Did you notice it's not open yet? Because I'm waiting for a special occasion on that. But I enjoy rum also in chocolate form. And chocolate form can mean rum cakes. I love making rum balls in around Christmas time, where it's not even cooked. It's just a delicious ball of rum infused and sugar and I can't even remember what the dough mixture is in it, but I remember it's not cooked, and it's always an office favorite because if you make it right, they're nice little shots in those balls.
Nice. Yeah, I love the idea of that.
Yeah, because that's.
What if you just put a little rum in your oatmeal?
Yeah, I could put a little rum in my oatmeal if I was feeling that way, if it was a cold morning and I needed some old school medicine. Thanks.
Nice. I love it.
Bring on your sass, Stub. I'm ready for you.
Let's see. Don't make me take off my flip-flops and earrings, girl.
I am not afraid of you and your flip-flop until you can be a woman chasing an alligator with a flip-flop and scare him away. You don't scare me. So what else do you have for rum? Rum facts? Rum drinks? I don't know. So
just talking about rum, and I'm guessing most people watching this knows. So rum is a distilled beverage that's distilled from fermented, basically molasses. So you were talking about the cane sugar. It's where you get the sweet, but you get those caramel notes in it as well, especially in the darker rums when they're aged in barrels. So rum, why is rum awesome? It tastes great. It's easy going down. You get some great flavors in it, and people don't think about drinking rum straight a lot of times, but that is an amazing, amazing way to drink rum. And as you said, Jen, while a lot of it is made in the Caribbean, at least for American consumption here, we have some great rums being made actually here in the U.S. as well. Like stateside. Oh, wait, hold on. I have some. Like the Do Good Distillery 3 Mile rum here. This is a nice rum.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Stub.
Why? How so?
Your segues are amazing. Go for it.
They're pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
So personally for me, I love a couple of cubes of ice and just rum straight. I really do. And I can do that from late spring through early fall and really, really enjoy it.
Yeah, we have one of the people that are our friends, the people in the world of the Facebook. They actually recommended a nice rum straight, and I have some graphics. Rob Frisch from Odd Bacchius actually recommended, and I'm going to have to look it up because I don't want to butcher this, because he totally wrote an article about it. A Ron Zacapa. This is why I don't even try sometimes. Systema Solara 23, and he likes it neat. I honestly called him on that. If you could see my Facebook comments, I called him on that. I'm like, you made that up, because that didn't even sound real. And then he put his article. He wrote a blog about it and how this rum is not for Coke.
Yes, I've seen that. Now you've reminded me. Of course, I've seen that. Yeah, you shouldn't put nice rums in Coke.
Oh,
right.
No.
I mean, you can, I guess, but I have Mount Gay rum over here. That's kind of my go-to rum for mixing and making drinks. I'll put that with the little Coca-Cola if I so desire. But man, yeah, you get a nicer sipping rum. Don't put Coca-Cola over it.
No, and the picture won't even come up. I'm sorry, Rob, but I will share his article.
Yes.
If you missed it, some rums are not for Coke. There is the article. I'm sorry the picture didn't come up. Sorry, Rob. I was very excited, and I wanted to share that because I thought you totally made up that language, right? That sounded completely fictitious to me. If you guys didn't see what I am talking about, maybe this picture will come up. I don't know. We'll see. Yay, that one did. This is the question I asked, and that was Rob's reply. What's your favorite rum drink? And if you guys have noticed, I've been doing this on my Facebook page and kind of putting that out there ahead of Wine Antics, kind of teasing and getting the conversation started. And I really appreciate everybody that's come through and added comments and put pictures and shared their blogging articles. I really love sharing that. So you were kind of talking about, yes, primarily what we get as Americans come from the Caribbean, and rum is made from sugar byproducts, mainly molasses, and then you're getting this beautiful color like on this Appleton, mostly from barrel aging, right?
Yes.
And then we have a friend, Marissa. Pray that this picture comes up right now. Yay! Who started working at Pritchard's Distillery.
Ah.
I know. Her and her husband both work there now, and we know her from the Wine Bloggers Conference. You know her a little bit longer than I do. But
Indeed.
what winery was she working at in New York?
Oh, thanks for putting me on the spot. No,
Yeah, well, it's because I don't know flat out.
Use your words, Stub. All right.
Well, either way, she was working at a winery in New York, and if we don't remember it now, we will put it in the comments and do good credit to the winery. But she has moved on to the spirits world, and they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different rums there. Key lime rum. Could you imagine a drink with key lime rum? There you go. Thank you, Thea. She worked for Fox Run.
Thank you.
You're awesome, Thea.
And Marissa, I'm very sorry.
We still love you, Marissa, and we're very proud of where you are going now. You and your husband both are in the same industry, because her husband was always in the distilling world, in the spirits world, and she was in the wine world. Now they've come together, and they are a happy beverage couple.
That's nice.
It is. So she says she likes to drink craft as well. She likes to drink American rum, especially from the new place she's working out. So I thought I would give her a shout out to Pritchard's Distillery.
Interesting. So craft rums.
Craft rums.
So I had a little taste. I'm not doing like full 2-ounce pours here. Mount Defiance rum. You may know this, Jen. This is their dark rum. They are located in Middleburg, Virginia, and they're awesomely nice people. And their rums are so amazing that this is a go-to sipper for me. And I will sip this one well into cooler months, actually. Just once again, just a little rock or two in there. Sip it straight. Get some nice wood flavors in there, a little caramel. It's really, really nice. Sorry.
Do you need a moment with the rum?
Actually, I may.
I'm trying to... Come on, Stub. You're supposed to be able to help me a little bit here. I'm trying to tag Pritchard's Distillery. Work with me today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you need me to talk more. I was trying to talk back to you. I was like,
I didn't put you on full screen, so
No, I'm literally sitting here just making love to this glass right now with this caramely sweet goodness going down. The slightest bit of burn. Oh, I want to put this in a pan and do some kind of flambe thing. I don't know.
Oh, is that?
Soak marshmallows in this.
Oh.
And then make s'mores.
Oh, okay. This is
s'mores.
Where we're going.
Yeah, it's getting that time of year, right?
That's true.
I don't know.
That's true. What was one of the drinks that I was talking about that you wanted to do a flaming drink? I want to pull that up now. It was a pumpkin. It was a pumpkin something or another.
No, I specifically wanted to do the flaming Dr. Pepper
because but you didn't have amaretto.
Yeah, it didn't have the amaretto in there, and that's because I haven't entertained any cougars recently, apparently. So or made any commercials from 1974 through 1988, or shot any country and western music videos starring Shelley West anytime recently. So, sorry.
The standards have gone down. So I was teasing a little earlier that, I had a great time this past weekend. Speaking of country music, I went to a country concert, and I had rum, tailgating in before the concert, because that's how we do at country concerts, right? That's how we do it almost any concert. My friend Allison made this killer sangria, and if you haven't thought about, I think what, maybe Maybe brandy is the first to be thought of when you're putting in an alcohol in a sangria, but rum does really well. And a nice spice rum will go a long way. And I will say this is what happened last weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice.
That looks like fun.
That red Solo cup had many a glasses of rum spiked sangria.
Rum spiked sangria.
Yes. All of the fruit, very saturated. Very saturated.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nope. But sometimes that's how rum does you.
Indeed. It is indeed. So what wine were you using with that sangria, Jen?
I believe it was a mix. It was a Tempranillo. Yeah. So I tried to keep it, I don't know.
Interesting.
Spanish. It's dark. It's a good price point. We were under $10 per bottle, and you can get a very good Spanish Tempranillo for a good price, and it's the right level of dry to dark fruits, like not spice, but just a little bit of depth and darkness to the sangria.
Cool. Yeah. Interesting. I know. I think we put rum into a sangria based drink, and it's been years and years because we normally would go with some kind of brandy, but if we don't have that, we would normally go with some vodka in there if we wanted to juice that up a little bit. But I like that.
To try something different,
and I like it.
Yeah, and we drink vodka pretty regularly, but she doesn't do whiskey. He does whiskey, which that's Kyle, her fiance. This is the bachelorette party I'm going to this weekend, and why I'm drinking water, because I remember last weekend very, very vaguely. Moving along. And we're moving along. What other rum drinks do you enjoy, Stub?
Interesting you should ask. I just shared one in the comments there.
Oh,
it's called the Dyer Cocktail. I made a video recently on how to make a Dyer cocktail using my homemade tonic. You may have heard me talk about it. But the Dyer Cocktail has rum. It has, oh boy, now I'm losing, use your words, buddy. Yeah, it's right in there.
What were you talking about? Lower alcohol in that rum?
Oh, apparently. No, the Dyer Cocktail. It's got rum. It's got tonic and a little splash of orange juice. It's actually a really delicious little drink. And that, I think the video for how to make it that I just posted, I don't know, the thing's like a minute and a half long. Pretty easy thing to make. So yeah, that's a nice little delicious drink too. And because the orange juice, once again, you're defending against scurvy.
Awesome. Oh, we're back to scurvy, are we?
Why not?
Okay.
Well, we're not back to scurvy because we're drinking our juices there. Not gonna get any scurvy.
Is that freshly squeezed orange juice? You know, minus the preservatives and sugars.
The juice I use for that one is not. No, sorry, it was that was not. You can do that. I do try to use freshly squeezed lime juice for my cocktails. Mm-hmm. Orange juice, not generally, because you use it in such large amounts. So I don't know. It's all right.
All right.
Drink a lot of rum, you need to take some shortcuts.
True story. So one of my favorite rum drinks, going out in the bars in my early 20s, that I will talk about, was actually brought up in the question that I put out in Facebook, and Jim Van Bergen started this conversation. It's the Dark and Stormy.
Ooh.
We had a nice little dialogue going through, and yes, Thea, you are immortalized now on Wine Antics Live because you're up here. You are also a guest in the first of the year. She was like our first guest in 2017.
Oh, that is true.
And the picture disappeared. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Either way, the Dark and Stormy came up. Jim Van Bergen brought it up. It is a great drink. Again,
right. Hey,
dark
Jen,
rum.
Jen, a little advice. When you're talking dark and stormy, get way up on the mic, lower your voice a little bit, like you're pretending to be Delilah late at night on the radio.
You know, you need to talk us through the Dark and Stormy. Do you know what is a Dark and Stormy?
That's your drink there, and your voice is really, really doing better there. I'll be your hype man behind you if you want.
Okay.
How's that?
I'm remembering parts of the Dark and Stormy. It's ginger beer, a little bit of dark rum.
Oh yeah, girl.
Oh yeah, maybe it's a ginger ale. I hear Barry White. Thea, you're killing me. Not quite Barry White at all. But it's one of my favorite, actually one of my favorite rum drinks to enjoy next to rum and Coke when I was starting out.
So stormy.
So Stormy.
The dark and stormy. Yeah, I know. I can't do that. I'm turning myself on a little bit is the problem there. It's crazy.
Stephen Rodella says, "Oh, hi, Stephen. Hi." Frozen peach daiquiri. He knows the way Stubb likes to drink his drinks.
that is true, actually. He does generally know how I like to drink my drinks. And peach daiquiris are amazing. Fresh peach daiquiris. Oh my gosh. Yeah. A little bit of an older fashioned drink though. Like you don't normally like go in a bar today and be like, hey, peach daiquiri, but they are delicious and amazing and something we don't think of a lot. I like it. I'm going to make one. I'm going to make one tomorrow.
So how do you make a daiquiri that isn't frozen? Have you ever had a daiquiri that isn't frozen?
I mean, yeah, sure. You can use the puree and just pour it over ice instead of blending it. So if you have a strawberry or a peach puree, just use that and pour it over ice instead of putting it in a blender with ice and blending it.
Yeah, because one of our local wine enthusiasts who does #WineChat, Christina, says that she likes daiquiris. She likes rum daiquiris, not frozen and done more traditionally. She says, I know I sound like a snob. I honestly have never had one traditional like that.
Quite delicious. Yeah. Yeah, I think the lime daiquiri is, if I'm not mistaken, like the most traditional daiquiri, and that's usually served just over ice with the rum and the lime, basically.
Very nice.
Delicious.
Very nice. I'm just getting thirstier and thirstier by the moment. Yeah. We have one other drink that was brought up in the Facebook post, and hopefully the graphic will show. If not, we'll go with it. So Anna put up a drink that's a mix of Cruzan coconut rum, yum yum yum, vodka, scurvy preventing OJ, pineapple juice, and slices of oranges and lemon on the rim. Like, she is all about preventing scurvy. In that drink. Pineapple juice, orange juice. Called, Jen? What's that?
What is the drink called? Do we have it?
It's a I don't think so. Oh no, it's the Beachcomber.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Excellent. So it's got like 2 for the price of 1 whammy kind of drink. It's got a little rum, a little vodka, lots of scurvy prevention.
Yeah. so the coconut rum. I mean, you're throwing rums together. You want the different rums. Make yourself a Bahama Mama, a little dark rum, a little spiced rum, a little orange juice and pineapple juice, splash of grenadine. Garnish it with an orange with a cherry spike through it. Gosh, you'll be drinking like a rich lady on the beach in no time.
Hey, Stubb, I got a trivia question for you.
Uh-oh.
Do you know what U.S. territory has both a Captain Morgan's distillery and Cruzan distillery?
I believe it's the Virgin Islands, right?
Well, maybe more specifically than the Virgin Islands. There's a few of the Virgin Islands.
Gosh, I don't know. No, I don't know exactly which one. Sorry.
Well, I think Maria's doing some damage to this island. It is St. Croix, actually. And my good friend and I, Rosa, we have the same birthday on August 30th. And I spent, I think, her 30th birthday out there. And we went out to both distilleries. I love Cruzan rum. And it is that ultimate party rum, though. It does really well as a mixer. Tons of fun different variations of Cruzan rum, pineapple, passion fruit, banana, like every flavor you could get in there. You could put something that you like in a daiquiri and have what an amazing pina colada, maybe. True.
Also great for body shots, though.
Ooh.
I mean, if you're partying on the beach, why not? You don't even have to take your clothes off for them. You're already in your swimsuits.
All right. Stubb and I had different times in Panama City. All right, Stubb. So I think we've gotten through quite a bit of yum yum rum drinks, and yes. I think at least from the educational point, rum, if I can recap, is a spirit distilled from sugar byproducts. Indeed. Mainly molasses. You're looking at about 40% or up or down a little bit ABV, and you're getting the beautiful notes and color from barrel aging, like on this Appleton rum. And I want to toss it over to you. Do you have any final thoughts?
Man, I'm glad everyone joined us. I'm glad to be back after having to miss last week. So I've had a good time, and I'm glad we're doing rum. This is a nice little. Like I said, it's still pretty mild out. A little bit of humidity, not too hot, a little mild. It's nice. I'm actually glad I'm gonna sip rum on the deck here in a little bit when we're done.
Prevent some scurvy as well.
Well, I have no lime in there. I'll have to finish my my other cocktail to do that. But I've had enough. I think my scurvy is fairly well prevented at the moment.
Very good. And hope. All right. So for my final thoughts, thank you everybody for coming by. I hope it was a little fun drink. I really appreciate the comments that people put up during the week on my Facebook page. I always like to see what people enjoy and the debates that go back and forth. Just a reminder, as we're getting closer to October, Stubb and I will be off for Wine Antics Live during the month of October. Indeed. No Wine Antics Live in October. No, I'm trying to do the swirling. No Wine Antics. I'm putting it into your brain so you know. But we will be back for November and December, and I can't wait to see what the holidays bring. Next week, we're going to talk about wines from our neighbors. Now, what neighbors that might be? All right. Thank you so much for coming by, and we'll see you in the after party.
All right. Good night, friends.